Tamon Hokura grew up in Tokyo, Japan for most of his childhood, but just last year his dad received a job offer in the Silicon Valley, so Tamon and his family moved to the United States. Tamon knew the one thing he could rely on was the game of football, something he had played in Japan.
I knew that language is going to be a disadvantage for me, like speaking English and finding the right words and communicating with my teammates. Obviously, I have great teammates, they understand me, so it wasn't like much of a difficulty immersed into this community.
Tamon started playing flag football when he was a young child back in Tokyo. As time passed by, the senior cornerback's knowledge grew, making it easier to play once arriving at Los Altos High School.
Well, my fundamental football skills were developed back in Japan. My coach was a huge football fan, reading those U.S. books about football. He put some knowledge in me.
It's never easy to pack up and leave friends, family, and a culture you have grown accustomed to being a part of. Tamon, on the other hand, wasted no time, reaching out to the head football coach Trevor Pruitt at his new high school.
The first time we communicated with each other, he sent me an email, told me he wanted to play football. I sent an email back asking him what he knew about the sport, and he sent me back a 3-page, 6-paragraph letter about breaking down offenses, defenses, special teams. So I knew at that point in time he knew a lot about football, so he picked it up really quick and came in as a starter right away.
Football in U.S. is it's a fall sport. You got off season during those seasons, and which is great. We don't have those off season in Japan. It's all season sports, so you have to put on pads every day.
Tamon came in as a senior starter for the Eagles and has managed to pick up the Los Altos playbook with ease, bringing a new dimension to the team.
He brings a lot of excitement. He's a very fiery young man in between the lines, very aggressive, and he brings a lot of accountability to the other players. By as hard as he works, it makes everybody else want to work that hard too.
He's a really exciting player. He's full of energy. In the classroom, real quiet guy, soft-spoken, but on the field, he just brings this work ethic that's, second to none. He's accepted and kind of understood how to work with more of the American culture compared to the culture out in Japan.
Tamon loves being in the United States. He plans on continuing to embrace the American culture and his studies in the States.
Future goal is to study engineering at American University. And as a team, I think we are talented to make the playoffs and win the leagues. So I'm looking forward for it.
From Tokyo to Silicon Valley, a huge cultural change for this teenager. But football has made the adjustment easier, bringing a new group of friends and teammates on a team having great success this season.